Okay, well, welcome back. So we're talking about slope. And so in the last video, we talked about what slope was, and we talked about the 4 different types of slope. So refresh, here are 4 different types. We have positive, negative, 0, and undefined. So if I'm given a graph like the following, what I like to do is I like to look at the line first and tell myself, is this going to be a positive or a negative slope? Just to kind of have it in my head what I should be getting as an answer in the end. And so when I look at this, when we start from left to right, it's going up. And so that tells me that this is going to be positive. All right. Then from there, I've got to remember that slope, otherwise known as M, that's what we call slope. And if you're wondering, it's a great question. I'll look up why M was chosen. My guess is that S ends up being, standing for different things like surface area or speed, and so M got put in for our rate of change. So we're looking for what we will call M, our slope, and that when we're looking at a graph, what we can do is we can use rise over run. Rise being our up and down, and run being our left to right. And so I'm going to start, I tend to start at the leftmost point, because then my positive or negative is determined by my up or down. So when I start at this left point, I'm going to go up 2, 1, 2. So I went up 2. So my slope for this one is going to start with 2, a rise of 2. And then I'm going to go over 1, 2, 3. So my slope for this first line is 2 over 3. And I know it's positive because we rise from left to right. And so then that's how we find, given a graph, how we can find the slope of a line. So we're going to move on to the example B. Your 3 are all in the same box, but I moved them out so that they were each their own slide here. So again, I start at the leftmost. I look at my line. I know it's going to be positive. I'm reminding myself that slope is rise over run. So I'm going to start with going up or down. Well, to get to my next point, I need to go up. And so I'm going to go up 1, 2, 3. I'm going up 3. So a rise of 3 and a run of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So my slope for this line is 3 over 5. Or 3/5. Our rate of change is 3/5. So for every 3 that we go up, we go 5 over. All right, so on to example C. On this one, I notice that I'm going from left to right, I'm going down. If I were to draw my little stick figure, he'd be sliding down the line. And so I know this one's should end up being negative because of that. And so when I look at my lines, or starting at the left point going to the right, I'm going to go down 1. So that's a negative. Downward move is a negative. So I'm going to go M will equal negative 1 over, and then we're going over 1. Oh, didn't like that. 1, 2, 3, 4. So then we're going right 4. And so our left 1, down 1, right 4. So we end up with a slope of a negative 1/4. And so we can write it as negative 1 over 4, or we can write it as a negative 1 over 4. Either way, both of those are correct. And that's how we find slope. So some things to think about. Up is positive. Down is negative. If you do your right or left, right would be positive. and left is negative. But like I said, if you start at your leftmost point, it's going to be your up or down that will determine the direction or the positive or negative value of your line. And I think it's easier to remember that down is negative than to remember which over we went. So that's just something to think about. We have one more example in this video. Example 2. So we've got a little bit of a real world problem here. The building code for a ramp recommends that a ramp should rise no more than 1 inch for every 12 inches of length. So they're saying that for every 1 inch rise, that we should only run a length of 12 inches. So now we want to figure out, does the ramp shown meet building code? So we're going to call this BC for building code. And then how do we know? So what we're going to do is we're going to look at what is our rise versus our run. So our rise, our up and down, is 8. So our ramp has a slope of 8 over 70. And then what we need to do from here, and we should always do with all of our slope problems, is reduce our answer. So 8 over 70, I know that 2 goes into both. So I'm going to divide top and bottom by 2. And so I end up with 4 over 35. And then from there, it's comparing, right? I need to compare 1/12 and 4/35. And we're trying to decide, does the ramp meet building code? And what it means is we can't be greater than 1/12. So the easiest way is to compare decimals. So I'm going to take 1 divided by 12. So 1/12 is approximately 0.083. And 4 divided by 35 is approximately 0.114. And so when we go to compare these decimals, 0.114 is greater than 0.083. So we do not, the ramp does not meet building code. And we know this because 4/35 is greater than 1/12. And that is how we can compare slopes. It is perfectly fine to compare their decimals. That's the easiest way. And all that was for slope. And that building code, think about your ramps for handicap ramps. Those have to be at a certain restriction. Otherwise, if it's too steep, then it's hard to wheel yourself up those ramps. So those are just things that people have to think about when building buildings. So in the next video, we're going to talk about how can we find slope if we have 2 points. And so I'll see you there.